This is another iRaw podcast.
Welcome to Wildly Unplug, sharing stories of nature, conservation, and creativity. Discover what develops when you unplug and step outdoors. Hello, my name is Lauren. Welcome to Wildly Unplug, where we escape the hustle. Here we help you to break free from the chaos and reconnect with nature, art, and yourself. Each week, I try and bring you different guests or tips and tricks to help you to explore. And I wanted to give you guys something to get you started, not just a podcast, but something that you could download, possibly print off, hold in your hands, and refer to it whenever you need it. Hence why I decided to make my Wildly Unplugged Starter Guide, Paint, Observe, Connect. So I want to talk about why I created it and why you might need it more than you think. And also to remind you, it is totally free. The link is in the description. So a few years ago, I was exhausted. Not the I need a nap or a vacation kind of tired. The bone deep, soul heavy kind. The kind where your calendar is full but you feel empty. Where you're productive but disconnected. You're surrounded by noise and you're craving quiet. And it wasn't a productivity hack that snapped me out of it. It was stepping outside. It was sitting still long enough to hear the birds instead of notifications. It was noticing the way light moved across the leaves or the water. It was picking up a brush and letting the watercolors spread across the page. It was reconnecting. And that's why I started the Wildly Unplugged Starter Guide. It's a simple, intentional guide designed to help you slow down, step outside, notice more, create without pressure, and reconnect with nature. And bonus, you'll also get to reconnect with yourself. There's no expensive gear, no wilderness survival skills required, and you don't have to quit your job and move to a cabin. Just small, powerful shifts. Because transformation rarely starts with dramatic leaps. It starts with one moment of awareness and intention. So this guide is for you if you're feeling overstimulated and constantly on. You miss being creative, but you don't know where to start. You spend more time on screens than being outside. You feel successful on your resume, but restless underneath. And you crave something slower, deeper, and more real. It's also for the quiet dreamers, the people who watch birds from office windows, the ones who feel their shoulders drop when they hear water, and the ones that remember what it's like to explore as a child. So what exactly makes the Wildly Unplugged Starter Guide different? I mean, there are thousands of productivity guides out there, hundreds of self-help checklists, and optimize your life frameworks. But this isn't about optimizing. It's about reconnecting. The Wildly Unplugged Starter Guide blends nature observation, gentle creative prompts, mindful awareness, simple accessible actions, and conservation-rooted curiosity. It is built from my own journey through burnout and from years of working at the intersection of art, wildlife, and storytelling. It's not about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you are underneath the noise. Well, why did I make this free? It's been a long journey getting to this point, but I didn't want Reconnection to be behind a paywall. I know what it's like to need a starting point. One small nudge can change everything. When you sign up, you'll receive the guide, and you'll also become part of the Wild Development Studio community, a space where we explore art, wildlife, storytelling, and the courage to live differently. No spam, no chaos, just thoughtful emails and creative invitations. What happens if you actually use the guide? Well, you might notice birds that you've walked past for years, start carrying a small notebook again, take a walk without your phone, pick up watercolors just to give it a try. You might feel something inside you shift. You might not quit your job, but you might begin to imagine something else. And sometimes that's how freedom starts. as a daydream, as a pause, a single quiet moment. If you're ready to slow down, step outside, and reconnect with what's real, go to the link and get your Wildly Unplugged Starter Guide. I'd love to walk this path with you. And until next time, get outside, see what develops, and stay wild. Wildly Unplugged podcast is a production of Wild Development Studio. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by individuals during Wild Development Studio's productions do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of Wild Development Studio or its affiliates. Participation in any activities, expeditions, or adventures discussed or promoted during our content may involve inherent risks. It is strongly advised that individuals conduct thorough research, seek professional guidance, and take all necessary precautions before engaging in such activities or venturing into wilderness areas. Wild Development Studio, its representatives, or employees shall not be held responsible for any injury, loss, damage, accident, or unforeseen incident that may occur as a result of participating in activities inspired by or discussed in our content. By choosing to engage with our content or act upon any information provided, individuals do so at their own risk and discretion.
For more great iRaw podcasts, visit irawpod.com. That's IROARPOD.com.